he or he buys, and also he pays, he files registration. Let's say with the, I don't actually know the technical name for.
Yeah, a tax expert. Don't tell us you don't know the technical name. On your CV, you say you're a tax expert. So tell us.
Okay. The drivers involved pay various taxes.
Just lean back, lean back.
And one of them has to do with insurance. So it's assumed that the driver is already paying tax. So if we are purchasing his or her service and we are going to tax him, it's like we are taxing him double. So that's the main reason why we don't tax transportation.
That's the main reason why we don't tax transportation.
Yes, please.
But should you be advised by a senior finance person that you take a 3% withholding tax from transport service? Would you do that or not?
No, please.
Why?
Well, they are lay down processes in, calculating the tax. It goes to, various offices for approval before you go and pay. So if you file a tax, let's say of 3% on transport, I'm sure when they get there, they are going to bounce your documents. So based on this, I'll explain to him, and we don't file tax on transportation.
I see. I'll come back.
Thank you very much, sir.
What is finance committee? Is it event management class?
Yes, please.
What do you do? Class?
Yes, please. But with this is a course. And
what?
It's a course.
Oh, okay.
And the course comes with a project work that students undertake. Okay, with this project work, this project work, they group students into various committees. It's the financial committees, planning committees, organizing. So and I have the opportunity to be selected as a head of that committee.
I hear critical thinking and practical reasoning is your worst course. Is that true?
And then please the question again.
I hear that critical thinking and practical reasoning is the course you don't like at all.
No, please.
Or is the course you perform badly? Is that true?
Madam, please, no. But comparing that one with my previous record, seems it's the one that I didn't really do well. That one.
My final question. You have been retiring special advance.
Yes, please.
And what is special advance?
Special advance. Thank you very much, madam. Special advance is money given to an individual to make purchases or expenses in a situation where credit facilities is not obtained.
All right. I may come back to you.
Thank you,
good
madam.
To see you. Bye.
Yes, sir.
So I'll go straight to the question. The Ministry of Finance has, over the week, issued a directive concerning the individual bond holders. What is this directive?
Please, the question again.
I said the Ministry of Finance has issued a directive this week concerning the individual bond holders. Concerning bonds, you know bonds, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. So what is this directive that was issued?
Frankly speaking, I have no idea of this directive, but previously I know there has been a haircut on various bond holders. There has been a haircut on their amount, so I don't know the actual directive he has released.
Okay, so it means you don't know, you didn't follow the news.
No, please.
Okay. The ministry has settled the arrears that it owed the bondholders up until 19th June. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Okay, so I'm giving you a financial document. I want you to identify the document. Which document is that?
It's a pro forma invoice.
Thank you. So we can go to the main question.
Thank you very much.
So I'm a committee of the university. My membership comprises of the chair being appointed by the vice chancellor. My other members are representative from the School of Business, Directorate of Finance, a rep from Directorate of Finance and Audit unit. So each member from that. Then we have the procurement unit, an assistant registrar or senior assistant registrar from the legal section as the secretary. Which committee am I?
Procurement Advisory Committee.
Thank you. That is correct.
All right. I think you have been in the exam hall before. Is that not so?
Yes, please.
Have you had a complaint where a student tells you that, oh, I'm in school, I'm attending lectures, but then I am unable to write an exam?
Please, can you take your time with the question, please?
This is not the question itself. I'm asking, have you been in a situation where you see a student, your colleague, and the person tells you, oh, this semester I am unable to write the end of sem exams? Have you had people like that before? Or you've heard people saying that I've not written exams?
No, please.
You have not had any friend like that?
No.
Okay, I want to inform you that there are students here who at the end of the semester, per other reasons, might not be able to write the exams. So I want you to give me about 4 reasons why you can qualify or you are eligible to write the end of semester or end of year exams. Can you give me about 3 of these requirements that you are, when you meet them, you are ready to write the exams?
Thank you very much, boss. Please, the first one has to do with inability of the student to pay his or her school fee.
No, get the question. I'm saying what will make you qualify to write the end of semester exams, not the other way around. Are you getting me? What will make you qualify to write the end of semester exams?
Okay. One, when the student has paid his or her school fees in full. And secondly, two, when the student has a continuous assessment and has registered his or her courses.
You said 3.
And that's all, please.
So before you even write, you don't know you have to register your courses.
You have to register.
You said that one.
Yes, please.
Okay. Then the last one I will look at will be you not being suspended by the university. Is that clear?
All right.
All right. So I think you have gotten more than the mark I'll be giving you. Okay.
I mentioned 3.
You mentioned the 3. Okay. Let me get them. I didn't get you.
First, when the student has paid his or her fees.
Okay.
The second one, when the student is having a continuous assessment.
Yes.
And the last one is the registration of courses.
Okay. I think then you got the answer correct.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, so the question I'm about to ask is in the riddle form. So please listen attentively. In fact, it's very simple, so please listen.
Thank you very
Okay,
much.
so my work is to coordinate the work of the departments within the faculty or school. Who am I?
Please, is the coordinating secretary.
Did you get a question? Let me mention it again. My work is to coordinate the work of the department within the faculty or school. Who am I? Last attempt.
The dean for that department.
Are you sure?
Yes, please.
Okay, so you made a good attempt. So it's the dean of the faculty or school. Okay, so it's correct. Thank you.
Honorable, question overruled. So we'll take the question again. If it's the department, the coordinator is the HOD, not the dean. Right. So question overruled. You have to ask a new question, please.
Okay. So your question again. With respect to the responsibilities of the academic staff and students, who is the chairman of the faculty and the head of faculty?
Please, I didn't get a question. Can you repeat it again?
According to the responsibilities of academic staff and students, who is the chairman of the faculty and the head of faculty?
The dean of the faculty or the dean of the faculty?
Please come again.
Is the dean of the faculty?
Sure, thank you.
All right. Listen very carefully. Each hall is governed by the hall council. You are in the hall right now. I want you to tell us the composition of the hall council as a governing body of the hall.
Thank you very much. The first one has to do with the hall master, followed by the senior hall tutor. We have the hall buzzer. We have the hall secretary. We have the hall secretary. We have the hall president and hall treasurer and 2 level 100 students, which are appointed by the hall president.
Please, can you come again? Explicit. I'm listening to you.
We have the hall master. We have the senior hall tutor. We have the hall buzzer. We have the hall secretary, hall president, hall treasurer, and 2 level 100 students being appointed by the hall president.
I think it's a very good attempt. You've left some part out. Of course, the hall master or the hall warden is one. You have 6 senior members being tutors, and you have 6 junior members, 3 level 100 students, and the hall president, the hall treasurer, and then the hall secretary. So you have 2/3 of the mark. Per how you answered it, you take 2/3 of the mark. You do not qualify to get all the marks.
Please,
Thank you.
I'm confused with your answer, please.
Yeah, not confused. You didn't mention the hall tutors. You mentioned hall master, senior hall tutor. But the hall tutors are part of the hall council. And the level handers, they are 3, not 2. So he's been very generous to say that you get 2/3 of the answer. If I were the one asking the question, I would give you maybe less than half. So let's make progress. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, we are still on offenses and the sanctions, okay? In the student handbook, page 48, item lettered B, we have the heading other sexual offenses. The last thing there is unnatural carnal knowledge. give us the examples of the unnatural carnal knowledge given here and then the appropriate sanction.
Please, do you mean examples of natural carnal knowledge?
Unnatural.
Okay, with the natural carnal knowledge, they are the things that the student do.
Unnatural, not natural. Natural, unnatural.
Thank you very much. Unnatural carnal knowledge, they are the things that constitutes to sexual harassment, but which students have no idea of them. And the example has to do with, let's say, hugging somebody unaware to the person.
And with what you said, what do you think is the punishment?
Maybe warning.
Warning.
Yes, please.
Okay, so it's incorrect. In the student handbook, page 48, item lettered B, the last thing there is unnatural carnal knowledge, and an example is sodomy and bestialism. Then the appropriate sanction is dismissal.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Enoch.
Yes, sir.
So please pay attention. I'm going to give you just one chance. So pay attention. Is that okay?
Thank you, sir.
All right. You may repeat your question.
You heard some colleagues of yours planning to burn down one of their lecturers' car because he refused to defend them at the disciplinary committee meeting. What are you expected to do as a student and as an executive?
First and foremost, I will report the case to the nearby security post or call in the police service to come in. And after that, I report it to, depending on the hall and the department that student is coming from, I report the case to his or her department or hall.
So you report to the security and then you call the police at the same time. And then you also report to the department as well.
Depending on the time frame or depending on the nearest security post, I will call in the security post first and call the police too as well. And also after that, I report the case to the students' hall, authorities or departmental authorities.
Is it your duty to report these things to the police? Because you heard them. Is it your duty to report to the police?
No, please.
Okay, so I'll give you 2 tests of the mark. It's just the security. You report to the nearest security. And it's their responsibility to do whatever they want to do.
Thank you very
And
much.
also reporting to the department will end them in a different place. I hope you understand that.
Right.
Enoch,
Yes, sir.
as the SRC treasurer, you are also an executive of the local Nugs secretariat. That is, you are also the treasurer for the local Nugs. So why do you think the SRC treasurer works for the SRC at the same time the local Nugs? Give 2 reasons.
The first one has to do with local news works under the SRC. So we be separating the, local news treasurer, or we setting a position for local news treasurer and SRC treasurer will lead to I mean, toll line management.
What?
Toll line management.
Tour line management.
Yes, please. I mean, the chain of command will be tall.
Okay, your answer is not okay. The reason is that the SRC and the local Nugs share the same account. And then even the local Nugs president is not a signatory to the SRC account. And also the local Nugs do not run a separate budget from the SRC. I hope you understand.
Thank you very much.
So your answer was incorrect.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Enoch.
Hi.
Okay, so listen to your question. How would you handle potential conflict of interest when it comes to managing the SRC's finance?
Okay. Firstly, I'll talk to the parties involved in the situation. So let's say if I speak to him or her and he does not listen to my advice, we have executive council. I will put it before the executive council for their advice. If from there that students also refuses to listen to the advice from the executive committee, we take it to the dean of students.
Okay, conflicts of interest where you have a share, you still report it.
Do you understand the question? So how would you handle a potential conflict of interest? Do you know what conflict of interest is?
Yes, please.
You know what it is?
Yes, please.
So let's say you have a conflict of interest in a particular matter. As a treasurer, how would you handle that?
So as I said earlier on, firstly I'll talk to the person involved in the situation.
Talking about you are the one involved. You are the one who has a conflict of interest in a particular matter. So the SRC wants to engage in a business. And you realize that in that business, you as an individual who is the SRC treasurer has a conflict of interest. How would you handle that?
I'll first talk to the president of the SRC president, since he is our overall, he represents the students for his further advice. And from there to maybe if so the person wants to do that same thing that you want to do, to take it to the executive members for further discussion.
We're talking about you and you're talking about person. Do you know what, tell us, what is conflict of interest?
The situation whereby let's say, me being the treasurer, say somebody wants to organize a program, and I tell the person that program, hey brother, that program is...
Wait, let me give you an example. You are going too far. You have a bottle of water in front of you, right?
Yes, please.
So let's say you produce that water, and then I also produce this water. The SRC wants to buy water. Now, they have to choose between buying from you and then buying from me. So what it means is that there is potential conflict of interest because you are an executive. How would you handle that? If you don't get this question, we will sack you.
Okay, thank you, sir. First and foremost, you serving as an executive, you don't have to do things that will benefit you external. That will benefit you. So you have to go in for, let's say you have to purchase your bottle of water as compared to mine.
Even if yours is cheaper.
Yes, please.
It's quite a good attempt.
Thank you very much.
Enoch.
Hello.
So the General Secretary, after her secretarial conference, presented you with some cancelled receipts for the items she procured. Okay. How will you go about with this cancelled receipt?
Okay. Firstly, I'll look at the whether the receipt is a valid receipt or is invalid receipt. And also, I will look at the budget she brought, whether she has spent the money according to the budget she brought for that program. An example of a valid receipt is it must have the name of the company on the receipt and it must be signed and stamped.
Okay, so a cancelled receipt is invalid. Okay. So as the treasurer, we just take the cancelled receipt, document it for documentation sake, for auditing. Okay. And later go out for the original or the proper receipt that she needed to produce. Please, you get it.
Thank you. I had cancelled like a receipt that she has collected together and submitted to the treasurer.
Yes, so it's a cancelled receipt.
Thank you.
She has presented you a cancelled receipt after her program. So how will you go about it?
I have to attach it to the budget for that program.
So that was a good attempt. Okay.
Kwame Longdon. Madam says she wants to ask you a question before I come.
Who is a visionary leader? Are you okay, or I should change it? Should leaders necessarily be visionaries?
Yes, please.
Why?
First, because managing a group of people, and if you are managing someone without a vision, it becomes difficult to know what to do at every point of time.
So what kind of leader? Are you sure you'll be a visionary leader?
Yes, please.
I want to ask you one more. Or you are tired?
Please, you can ask.
My last question. Who is a proactive leader? Proactive.
A proactive leader is someone who delegates his or her duties to his followers to carry out.
Who does what?
Who delegates his or her duties to his followers to carry it out and sit to inspect them.
Are you sure?
Yes, please.
When someone is proactive, it means they delegate.
Sorry, Pastor Kwame, if we say someone is proactive, the person delegates.
No, please. Let me come again. Say.
Come. We are waiting for you. Come.
All right. A proactive leader is a leader who, sets goals for himself, who puts in measures about risks that is likely to.
No. Proactive. The person is thinking ahead. He's moving ahead. The person is proactive. So even before the activity, he's thought about it. Proactiveness. If you say someone is proactive, he's thinking about the thing even before it happens. He's putting measures in place even before it happens. So go and put measures in place before we release the results. Is that okay? So thank you very much for coming. You hear from us. We wish you all the best.
Right. Thank you, sir.
So we're still live on TV, UCC. Want to say a very big thank you to all of you who have made it to the Jenana Opokuajiman Auditorium. This brings us to the end of the morning session. We'll take a break for 30 minutes and then reconvene and then vet nominees for the SRC secretary in the afternoon session. Those of you who would be able to join us at the auditorium would encourage you to do so. As many as can join us online also on TV UCC. We encourage you to do so. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so and make sure that you leave your comments in the comment section so we can read them as well. I'm handing over to PDF.
The chair.
Thank you.
Prof. Chair, I'm also grateful. And quick one. Right. Let me take your messages before I also go on break. There's something special for me somewhere. You may want to join us. You're welcome anyway if you want to join. This one is Nyansa voting not for a body is like selling. Nyansa, I'm not picking that one. I told you. Presla or say, let's talk about experience, not experiment. Tony Yabua for Ucc Src Treasurer. And this is from Frederick. Hey, about everything you are writing. Hey. And this is from Welbeck. About the conflict of interest. Answer this question. Yeah, about the. And then let me be selective here. Your sin done well. About the. Yes, about the, my man. Right? You can also keep yours. Okay, Spencer Opoku, Tony Yabua for SRC Treasurer. I want to. Great. This is from Presla again. Presla, I'm not picking this one. So keep the comments coming. I want to also go for my lunch. It's ready. So I'll go for that. But remember that the moment I return, I would read your message. Keep them coming. I'll do that. This is TV UCC. If you are not subscribed to our channel, take 2 seconds. Subscribe to our channel. Just before you go, click on the notification icon so that you get alerts on updates that we do put here. And of course, share this. I know there's a large number of people who would want to know what we're doing here this afternoon. Remember that when we return, we would be vetting students who pick nomination forms to contest for the position of SRC Secretary. And that will be the afternoon session. So do stay with us. This is TV UCC. And of course, I'm Louise Bequin. You can call me the PDF. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly. The network is not helping today.